Okay, I think we can nail down cartilage in just a couple of minutes. There's really nothing in the entire body that looks like cartilage except for cartilage. And secondly, even though there's three types of cartilage, they basically all look the same in that they look like they are cells, or actually nuclei, living within little spaces called lacunae. Cartilage only grows by apposition, which means if you look at the edge of cartilage, you will have a harder time finding the lacunae, and the cells may look a little more spindly. These are the so-called chondroblasts, and they really don't look much like anything. You'd probably believe they were a fibroblast in any other type of setting. But as cartilage grows, these chondroblasts could become trapped within this bluish matrix or ground substance, and then appears to live in these little spaces called lacunae. And for the most part, you can think of mature cartilage as being a nucleus or a cell living within lacunae. Sometimes they are individual, and sometimes they look like they're in similar groups, which they call isogenous groups. And you will also notice that the bluishness or the density of the ground substance, which is chiefly hyaluronic acid, but a whole bunch of other things, which we won't even mention, appears to be a little closer to the nuclei, and where you are widely between cells, it's not very dense in ground substance at all. Let's say a couple of words now, which will hopefully help you to understand cartilage forever. There's three kinds of cartilage. There's hyaline cartilage, which is the vast majority of all the cartilage in your body. And then there's elastic cartilage, which looks histologically identical to hyaline cartilage, except it is rich in elastic fibers. So you could never differentiate elastic cartilage from hyaline cartilage unless you did an elastic stain and saw a rich density of black fibers. The third type of cartilage, oh, and by the way, everything that's elastic cartilage in your body also begins with the E, like an epiglottis and ear and a eustachian tube. The third type of cartilage is fibrocartilage, and fibrocartilage is a very, very rough, tendinous, cushiony type of cartilage found in joints, and basically, especially in not only cartilages, menisci of the knee and of the TMJ, but also where bone basically hits bone, like a synchondrosis or a syndesmosis, such as a pubic symphysis or an intervertebral disc. I think that's all I want to say about cartilage. Maybe I'll show you a big picture of a elastic cartilage with elastic fibers, and then I'll show you a picture of fibrocartilage, which has very, very few of these classical lacunae type cells. It looks more like dense connective tissue rather than cartilage, except every now and then you'll see a little lacunae like that. So that's when you know it's fibrocartilage. But this first one here is regular old hyaline cartilage. And also note, sometimes within cartilage, you'll see these little slit-like spaces, and that's just an artifact of cutting, because the more slightly mineralized you get in the middle of cartilage, the more you're likely to create a little artifactual cleft when you cut through it with a microtome. Once again, take a quick picture. There's nothing in here you can't identify. Chondroblasts, chondrocytes, isogenous groups, bluish matrix, and take a quick picture, because this is what all the cartilage in your entire body looks like in one way, shape, or form. And thank you very much.